Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this ECI assignment, we will argue about what can you do for our nation in the of Indonesia Independence Day. As a teacher, of course, I have to feel this independence with enthusiasm, a spirit of patriotism, and gratitude for having just felt the independence in Indonesia without participating in the struggle and defending this country from the hands of the invaders. Indonesian struggle against colonialism since the first. In the past, Indonesia, which we can more accurately call as Nusantara, had to go through a dark period when it was harassed by various countries such as the Netherlands, England, Japan, Portugal, France, and Spain. In this time, many of the people of the archipelago were diseased, pitted against each other, and forced to work through various systems of monopoly, forced cultivation, and forced labor. In fact, there is a saying that the Dutch colonialists the archipelago of Indonesia for approximately 350 years. At that time, Indonesia was not yet united as Indonesia. So actually, it's not correct to say that these countries colonialized Indonesia. It is more accurate to say that they succeeded in conquering the kingdoms in the archipelago through war. So from here we can discuss the role of teachers and education in the struggle of Indonesian independence. Indonesian struggles against colonialism with education. Initially, when the Dutch built colonialism in the land of the Dutch East Indies, schools could only be attended by the Dutch and a handful of Indonesian people who came from aristocratic families. However, with the existence of ethical political policies, educational facilities, and infrastructure in Indonesia began to be developed for indigenous people. With schools and teachers available to teach, the educated class emerged, which then started the national movement. Suhoki said that independence is a dream come true, but it is also an empty building. It is the duty of his supporters to feel independence. For this year, 2022, our country will have been 77 years old. A year which, if we compare it to human age, has already entered an old age, lots of sweet and bitter taste, be it experience or the reality of life. Likewise, our country, at the age of 77 years, has gone through various trials and obstacles, both those that arise from within as well as from outside, which Alhamdulillah until now can still be overcome together. All that is created because of the power that arises from within us, togetherness, desire, and a very high sense of nationalism. August 17 is an important event for the people of Indonesia. On that day, the Indonesian people celebrate their independence. Independence achieved with full struggle to the last drop of blood. The struggle that was passed through a process that was so long and full of tears. This struggle must be interpreted so that we can continue to feel this independence. As the next generation from our predecessors, we are required to work, continue to learn, and always be active in improving our quality. As agent of change, teachers have a responsibility to continue the struggle for independence and defend it, working hard with a full sense of responsibility is one proof that we really love our homeland. It is also a way so that we can continue to improve the quality of ourselves. Here are some things that teachers can do to feel independence are as follows. 1. Increase mastery of science and technology. Science continues to develop according to the times. So like it or not, we as teachers must continue to upgrade ourselves by increasing the mastery of science and technology to build the Indonesian nation. We must continue to be able to adapt to a world that is constantly changing, because it is not the strong who will be able to survive, but it is the people who are able to adapt quickly who will continue to survive. 2. Work with full sense of responsibility. Many people have not worked or have applied everywhere but have not been accepted. Therefore, those of us who are already working should be able to carry out their duties seriously. Moreover, as teachers, we have a very big responsibility in educating the nation life through students. It is the hands of the teachers that the word of education is emphasized. So we must be ready with sincerity and full awareness to work hard. 3. Creating a safe of tolerant working community condition. When the condition of working community respect each other, we will feel comfortable working in our agency. 4. Supporting development in all faiths in the territory of Indonesia. One form that we are good citizens as a teacher is by supporting every program launched by the government. Support the development in all fields throughout Indonesia. 5. Mastering social media. Teacher must master and be proficient in social media so that they are able to adapt to the times. This is true because everything exists and is related to social media. Social media is closely related to the digital world, while future developments are all digital. So like it or not, teacher must understand and be proficient about the digital world. Those are some things that teachers can do in feeling independence. Hopefully, in this world of independence, Indonesian teachers will be able to explore and maximize their potential so that they can participate in building and feeling independence. And as Minu Puchang teacher, may I dedicate my ability to advance education in our school, and hopefully our services will be useful for our students who will eventually become our charity of worship to heaven. Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you for listening, hoping useful for us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.